Well, one thing's for sure, I am never going furniture shopping ever again. Hey movie buffs, I'm Jack Benner and welcome to my review of Backrooms. This is a new A24 horror movie directed by Kane Parsons, making his directorial debut off of his internet series, The Backrooms, and this film stars Chiwetel Ejiofor and Renata Reinsve. The film follows a furniture store owner named Clark, played by Chiwetel Ejiofor, and his therapist, Mary, played by Renata Reinsve. They discover a dimension of mysterious, endless, liminal spaces through the basement of the store. Are you a new viewer coming across this channel for the first time? If so, welcome to my channel. I am Jack Benner. I do movie reviews on here, both old and new, and from time to time I do some lists on here, either a top 5 or ranking video. So if you're looking for either in-depth movie reviews or exciting lists, definitely considering that like and subscribe button for more exciting movie content down the road. And to give you 4 reasons why I was so excited for the Backrooms movie. Number 1, I was very interested with the source material. Seeing a few online images of the series, I thought this has a lot of potential as a movie under the right hands. And I was very interested when I heard this started as a 4chan thread that later became an online series, The Backrooms, and now being a feature film from A24, that's exciting. And second, this is Kane Parsons, or on YouTube, Kane Pixels, making his directorial debut. And what's very exciting, he is 20 years old, so we could potentially get an exciting new voice in the horror genre coming from him. And 3, Chiwetel Ejiofor and Renata Reinsve, 2 fantastic actors in the lead roles. Their talents combined with an up-and-coming young filmmaker, that's great to see. And 4, the trailers did a great job of being eerie, creepy, and definitely had potential for a chilling and engaging horror movie here. This was both my most anticipated movie for the month of May, as well as my most anticipated horror movie of the summer. I was highly anticipating this movie. It had so much potential. We're on a good year for horror so far. Can the streak continue with Backrooms? So I saw it over the weekend. Did it deliver? I'm happy to say, yes it did. Now there were some issues I did have to which I'll get to, but for the most part, what I can absolutely say is this does deliver on a chilling, engaging, and atmospheric horror movie that I really liked. Let's start with the pros. Kane Parsons, coming off his directorial debut, and for how young he is, boy does he have a bright future as a director. And Backrooms is a fantastic first impression of his skills behind the camera. I always find it fascinating, whether past or present, about up-and-coming young talented filmmakers, whether it was their debut or what classic movie put them on the map. And for a few examples, Steven Spielberg was 27 when he made Jaws, Paul Thomas Anderson was 26 when he made Boogie Nights, and Christopher Nolan was almost 30 when he made Memento. With Parsons' direction, he accomplishes so much behind the camera, from the building of the tone, the tension, the framing of the shots, making it atmospheric. All of those aspects of his filmmaking, he fires on all cylinders. Coming from someone who was hardly familiar with the source material prior to seeing this movie, but I was just in awe from how excellently he built suspense that gives it an eerie vibe and tone that just grips you right from the start. And from a fantastic VHS opening sequence that just hooks you right from the start, and as well as Clark's first entrance through the Backrooms, it's all incredible to see. And one technical aspect I absolutely gotta commend is the outstanding production design when it comes to crafting the Backrooms. It's all incredibly detailed with the malformed furniture rooms and unique hallways and or rooms, and the use of yellow just adds more eeriness. And I absolutely got to give Jeremy Cox credit, who is the director of photography for this movie. The shots are beautifully framed that just glues you to this world building that's amazing. And the shots of the Backrooms are just so awe-inspiring and just adds more mystery that just leaves you wondering, what the hell is going on here? And one of my favorite aspects about Kane Parsons' direction was his blend of normal cinematography and VHS found footage. It definitely shows right from a fantastic opening sequence, and this movie does take place in the early 90s, and all recreated through VHS, the cameras, and even old commercials they use. It's a fantastic old school feeling that makes this film unique. and knows how to be consistent and not let one overshadow the other, a strong balance between those two. And my favorite sequence in the whole movie was this VHS sequence where Clark is trying to get evidence to his therapist about the Backrooms, and he brings his two employees along, and one of them brings a camera and just trying to go down and get evidence. That entire sequence had my heart pounding, it was gripping. That was the most thrilling sequence of the entire movie in my opinion. And I also got to give credit to the two fantastic lead performances from Chiwetel Chiwetel Ejiofor and Renata Reinsva. I always look forward to seeing Chiwetel Ejiofor in movies, whether blockbusters or awards contender films. And here, he absolutely does not disappoint. He gives an amazing performance here that does rank as one of his best performances, up there with 12 Years a Slave. He does a great job playing a sympathetic protagonist to get behind from the beginning, where he's coming with his past struggles with his divorce, and the business with his store not quite doing well, understaffed employees, no customers there, and also has fluctuating electricity and just discovering this world for the first time, and him trying to work on his mental health by seeing his therapist, Mary, played by Renata Reinsva, and who I gotta bring up is fantastic in this movie. And I have noticed this actress appearing in international films like The Worst Person in the World, and she was recently Oscar nominated for Best Actress for Sentimental Value, and she was also great in a supporting role in the Sebastian Stan movie, A Different Man, and she gives a subdued performance from the start, and with her flashbacks with her childhood home, a mentally ill mother, she does give a subdued but also supportive performance to Clark. And then when she enters the Backrooms, and both actors get their moments to shine in the third act and go above and beyond to prove why these are talented actors. And a few other technical aspects I gotta praise about this movie. The musical score is great and unique and adds to the creepiness, and not too loud when it needs to be, but also those like quietly haunting. And the effective sound design also really helps too, whether sounds of footsteps or foreign language speaking over a loudspeaker. Whenever those sounds occur, I was just like, might want to get out here. Just go, 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 go. And for the first 2 acts of this movie, set up very well, glued me, loving it. That being said, unfortunately, I do have a few issues with this movie. I will get to those right now. First, the first 2 acts of this movie are great. I was just loving this movie. Then we get to the third act. And that's where this film will likely divide viewers. Either you might love this movie or you think it falls apart there. I don't think the film completely falls apart there, but it just didn't quite have the same impact as the first 2 acts and kind of wanted a stronger payoff. It's not without its suspenseful moments there were, but it does take some directions that did leave me confused and not entirely satisfied. It just felt a little abrupt and out of left field. I was like, oh, that's happening? Oh, you do this? I don't know how to feel about this. And second, I felt like the writing could have been improved with the themes here they're trying to tackle. I can see there are strong themes about mental health and past trauma, but the execution with those themes kind of felt underdeveloped. I just felt like as the themes went on, I wanted a stronger balance between terror and enticing themes. I just felt like it was a missed opportunity to elevate the script here. To sum up, even though I was hoping for a little more with the writing department, Backrooms still maintains as a creepy, intense, highly engaging, and suspenseful horror movie, with fantastic performances, creative world building and atmosphere, and a very promising directorial debut from Kane Parsons. I'd absolutely recommend this movie to you if you're fans of A24 or A24 horror movies like Hereditary or The Lighthouse, or if you're fans of the Backrooms series, you do know about it or know little about it, definitely go see this movie. Or even if you're not fans of Backrooms and this is your introduction to it, another good horror movie for 2026, definitely up there with Send Help and 28 Years Later to Bone Temple, and Obsession still being my favorite horror movie of the year so far. And after this movie, I am thrilled to see a young, talented filmmaker make their mark here. And now to grade it, I'm going to give Backrooms 4 stars out of 5, a B+. I am over the moon with not only the positive reviews this movie has been receiving, but over the weekend box office, this just broke record for the highest opening weekend for an A24 movie, 81 million. Like, wow, that's incredible just how it exceeded expectations like that. Just amazing. And the youngest director at 20 years old to have their movie be #1 at the box office, like, also amazing. Highest opening for an R-rated movie in 2026 so far, and one of the highest opening weekends for an R-rated horror movie. And I think it could surpass Everything Everywhere All at Once and Marty Supreme for their highest grossing A24 film. This is definitely a big win for A24. To have a movie like this be well received, get good word of mouth, marketing. I absolutely commend Kane Pixels for his achievements with this movie. And not only with this movie, but with Obsession for the past few weeks, which is an awesome movie I highly recommend. And also directed by a YouTuber early to mid-20s, and them directing horror movies made by independent studios that get great word of mouth. and dominating the box office over the weekend and even over a Star Wars standalone movie. Like, that's incredible to see. Congrats to both of them for their success, and I can't wait to see what Kane Parsons does next in the future. Backrooms, good horror movie. Definitely go see it when you get the chance. So I would like to hear from you guys. What do you guys think of Backrooms? If you've seen it, do you agree, disagree with my review? Or if you haven't seen it, are interested in seeing the film or not, let me know down below. Did you enjoy hearing my thoughts on this movie? Want to see more reviews like this in the future? If yes, please hit that like and subscribe button if you're new here, and don't forget that notification bell for my next upload in the future. It really means a lot. My social media links will be in the description down below. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok, and if you'd like to see my written reviews, I do have a letterbox, so if you'd like to follow me on there as well. And until the next video, I'm Jack Benner, and look forward to another movie review.